Let strength be granted so the world might be mended, so the world might be mended.
Son, I appreciate that they put a proper bow in the game so that the Earl of Close can properly greet you all when a new recording starts. Alright, what do we want to do? We want to be able to use this thing that looks like a jellyfish or something. I always thought, like with the tendril, it's the little part you hold it by. But I believe they want us to have 18 intelligence. What's our intelligence looking? Excuse me, magic. That's 5 levels. Damn. Would it be worth it? I'm not planning on learning a lot of magic. I was planning on, going a bit more faithy, what with our Moonlight Greatsword and all. So I don't know if I want to use up that many. I mean, it's not like I have a level limit or anything, but the more levels I could put into endurance and vitality and faith, the better off we are. If we come into a surplus of souls, maybe, we'll deal with it. But for now, we'll do the responsible thing and put our overpowered, Wonder of God in the storage box. It'd be like if you had the Ark of the Covenant and you were like, put it out there in the shed. This thing's been good to us. I got to carry it around, son. You've always got to have the crescent with you in your heart. Okay. Okay. Yes, I know. Why don't you get that needle point and hang it up there? You can put it next to the bless this mess. And of course, the always required, if you sprinkle when you tinkle. Please be a sweetie. Wipe the seedy. What did we do? We fought that man, that wanderer man, as a phantom. So who's left to murk? Penetrator. We still haven't gone back to the swamp and got our swampy revenge. And we finished that place. And we got to kill the old monk. Which, since we're playing offline, we don't have to worry about it being a player. I'm wondering how much this sword will affect him. Because he's a magical man himself. But we have a spear that allows us to stab magic men to death. So that's my favorite part. It's the thing that makes it so great. Let's put on our ring of magical dullness. That's become so important to us. And avarice. We're consumed with it, son. As long as you admit that you're consumed in avarice, I don't think anyone should be allowed to get mad at you. You're like, look, I know I'm an avarice man, but I put that right up on Front Street. Alright, with the last of these souls, can't really gain a level unless we eat. Eating Souls. That's going to be the name of my spin-off series.
I've not seen you of late. I have some precious new stuff. You'll find something useful, surely.
He doesn't remember us since that last time that he kicked us down a hole. Okay. Grass. I don't need these anymore because I can cast the spell. Well, I buy the consumable when you can cast the spell for free, as they say. I don't really have any use to be a barbarian. I've already stated my controversial opinion on barbarians and how they should be portrayed. Along with cave women. Okay, how many of these we got? 15 and 4. Okay, cool. So let's... What are these? 500 each? Grab us a few more of these. And then however many of these we can get.
Good gear, huh? You won't find it anywhere else. I aim to please.
I don't know if that's entirely true. I think we might have been able to find some of that stuff somewhere. Okay. Enough of the nonsense. And chicanery? I don't believe I'm using that word right. I know it's hard to think, but sometimes even your Uncle Tenfey doesn't quite understand the words he's saying. Me and Chris Tucker would have the hardest time being buddy cops. Well, there you go. That's the origins of the ridiculous yellow head wrap that all the cool internet kids wear when they play Dark Souls with their wacky, zany characters. I'm the only one who had the wherewithal to make a proper gentleman character. Although I suppose if we were to really examine the way the Earl of Cloves has conducted himself during this playthrough, maybe it might be a facade. A humorous facade, maybe, but a facade nonetheless. It might even be a facade, but we don't know if we want to go that far. Spears are real good when you're going up narrow staircases, and there's horrific John Carpenter monsters in the way. I highly recommend it. Well, look at you. It's a good thing I had that Ring of Magical Dullness on. Good God, he deleted the character. Alright, Slick, you think you're real fucking cool up there, don't you? Try that again. Oh, what's that? Your paralyzation spell didn't get to me? Well, you are just real fucking hardy. I'm not gonna lie. Son Carl Jr. himself would have to admit the hardiness of this man. Oh no! Whew. I weren't worried, were you? One good thrust. Oh, he's dead. Damn it, I weren't done stabbing him to death. That's me if I was Michael Myers and like I went to go kill somebody and at the side of me they like had a heart attack and collapse. I'd be like, boys, I was fucking cheated. I'm Michael fucking Myers. You know what it took to get out of that institution and get here within stabbing range of you? You're not going to have the decency to let me do it. Boys, when Dr. Loomis gets here to shoot me to death, I'm just going to be sitting here on the front steps with my hands and my head in my hands looking so sad. And Dr. Loomis is going to sit down next to me and be like, what's wrong, champ? And like, I just point inside. Remember in this scenario, I'm Michael Myers, so I'm wearing that William Shatner mask. And I just point inside the house and he looks through the open front door and sees the guy just laying there. Nary a stab wound on him. And he's like, oh, died of a heart attack, did he? Well, Michael, you can't win them all. How's about you and I go to the Dairy Queen and get an Oreo Blizzard before I unload this Magnum revolver in you, you evil piece of shit. Crushing fucking Machete's head with a television, it's heartless. Okay. This motherfucker right here is ornery. So we're going to preemptive strike Black Pine Resin, and we're just going to go at him, son. No fear. Hey, idiot. Oh, no, one fear. A full heal. Oh, no, 'twasn't full. Fool. Oh, well, look who can roll through damage. Look who thinks he's a player character just because he could be, potentially, if we were playing online. The way it works is if you try to invade or do co-op in this zone when you're online, there's a chance you'll be summoned in to be somebody's boss fight. If we had access to the internet, I'd try it. Well, my flame already wore out. Don't tell the Dragoon ladies, I've got like a 30-second flame. But look, those 30 seconds, I get a lot done. Boys, I can get a third of your HP depleted before my spear's fire runs out. Ladies, let's put... Oh, wait, I didn't mean to drink one of my good heals. Not that it matters, I've got a million of them. I want to see if the sticky white stuff helps us fight him more better. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that out of my inventory in the middle of a fight. Even I have to acknowledge the ridiculousness of it. You know, I never did actually try the Moonlight. I think we're better off with this spear just because it gives us range. You're like, yeah, that's the whole tactical advantage of a spear. I'm like, well, excuse the fuck out of me. Not all of us majored in medieval weaponry. Some of us went to community college. I like how he kind of just shuffles over here towards us with his Wolverine claws. Let's make this the fire spear just one more time. I've got one more fire spear in me, baby. Just give me a second. Let me drink some Gatorade. And then we'll make another swing at it. If we're lucky, I'll get the sticky white stuff out. Boys, I'm the biggest hero to ever live. Another one bites the dust. The Golden Demon Soul. I believe we can learn homing soul mass from that. I assume the way you get those head wraps is to be summoned as that boss, and I assume win the fight. Hey Thatches, what are you doing? Still sitting here being a piece of shit? I was out fighting archdemons. Yeah, 'tis nothing. Whatever. It feels good to be back with our magic greatsword. I got overwhelmed with glottal arrow as I walked down the stairs. I need to see St. Urbane about a second chance. I didn't even learn it. How's it going? I see you somehow found your way out of that hole.
Thanks to you, I was able to seek refuge in this nexus. Now I stay here and pray, along with my disciples, for the heroes facing the demons. If you wish for benevolent protection in your fight against, I will cleanse them.
Okay. Anti-magic field. God's Wrath. I definitely want to be able to cast God's Wrath. You need 100 MP. I don't know how much we have, but it's probably less than 100. Ooh, I hate to say it out loud like that. Alright, we definitely want second chance. Boom. God's Wrath. Banish. Can you just use that? Like if somebody invades you, you can be like, get the hell out of here. This is what Scarver the Wanderer's black phantom form was using when he fought us. It's a good ass spell. What else are we going to use the Swollen Demon Soul on? Give me that shit. Give me that. Good shit. We could now remember we're using the colorless demon souls to upgrade our sword, so I guess this lets you. Oh, does it just heal you? For some reason, I thought it was like an AoE heal. Nullifies magic. So I guess if we're fighting annoying enemies that cast soul bolts like those squid-headed guys, I wonder if this would silence them. And of course, I assume against invaders, if that was a thing we were worried about.
God bless this ambassador.
Oh, I should probably remember miracles. Alright. Okay, we need more miracle slots as well to be able to cast this shit. Oh, that cost 100 mana too? Good God. Well, tell you what, just give me a couple and I'll work towards these other ones. Bye, idiot. I forgot you can just walk away from NPCs in the Souls games. My MP 97. Boys, we're right on the cusp. I thought we were much further away than that. One more level will get us just up there. Hey there, Dollface. Soul power. Key of the lost, see? Yeah. Wait, I did that completely wrong. Okay, boom. And, oh yeah, we wanted to get our endurance up as well. Ooh, but if we take our faith up, we do more damage. I'd say we go with faith for now, just in case George Michael's ghost happens to be watching, so I want him to be proud. Well then, let's equip some good spells. Oh yeah, and plus we need more faith to get more miracle memory, so we can remember more miracles. Alright, so what do we actually want to carry with us? Evacuate and second chance. I do want to cast God. Once we get another slot, I'll take off evacuate and we'll just get God's Wrath. God, I have so many spells equipped. I don't want to take Soul Arrow and Water Veil off because they're situationally useful. So even though we're not dedicated magic boys, you know, I still want to have the option to magic. Whoosh. So now we can put our fragrant ring back on. Huzzah. And we shall regenerate the MP. Hoo-hoo. You got to say anything there? Yeah, I know. The king was the best fucking man ever lived. Did no wrong, son. You love the King Boltaria more than those two guys love George Washington that sang that song about George Washington, surprisingly enough. Well, if we don't want to deal with the Penetrator yet, all that's left is to go fight the Dirty Colossus. Time to get Swamp Vengeance. We're much more powerful than the last time we were in the swamp. Son. It's like when Ichigo came back to fight Aizen. And he had become extra emo. And Aizen was like, hey idiot, look. I'm like some kind of weird angel and my sword is like attached to my hand. And Ichigo's like, okay. And then just slaps him. Like perfect cell slapping Mr. Satan. I talk about Bleach from time to time on the channel, but I really didn't watch a terrible amount of it. I watched up through the Soul Society arc. Apparently after that, it's all downhill anyway, so I watched fights. That's why I know about Aizen versus Ichigo. I'm sure they have weird names that are vaguely Spanish about what their forms are, but I really don't know them. Sometimes Ichigo's face becomes like an angry, like skeleton demon's face. And he gets big horns and he just screams and fucking shoots red Kamehamehas out of his head. I know that. I really don't. Oh, that's right. We need good rings when we get here. I have a plague resist. Okay, I do have a poison resistance ring. Oh, good. Alright, guys. Oh, yeah, we were going to use the flame sword on them. I wonder which hurts them more. If they were Grey Fox, which sword would they prefer I kill them with? Come up here to my island. So an R2 from this misses because they stopped when I swung it. 206 damage. Respectable. Let me waller in the poison swamp for just a moment and then we'll get back to business. Let me finish your friend off. I guess your friend has an invisible hitbox. Or an intangible hitbox, excuse me. Okay, mister. We can get back to business. Now this fucking sword... It's a little bit less, but the crowd here, like the enemies, I think, tend to be weak to fire. I know the Dirty Colossus and the Leechmonger are. Well, that wasn't even a real jellyfish. 203 versus them, as opposed to pop. All right, let's just use the Moonlight Greatsword. Why are we even fronting? Why are we hating and patrolling? And being too white and nerdy. What's Weird Al been up to? What was his last parody song? Or does he just do mostly original songs nowadays? I don't know. Weird Al Yankovic, you're watching, leave a comment. These motherfuckers hanging out here, pissing me off. Hey guys. Don't forget they have their devastating run towards you with their palms out attack. That knows no equal. Hattori Hanzo himself lives in fear of this devastating technique. The old slice and roll, son. What Earl doesn't know? The slice and roll. Just me and you, buddy. Big man. What you gonna do, huh? You gonna hit me with that club, huh? You better make it count. You better kill me in one hit. If he kills me in one hit, I'd be real embarrassed right now. Yes, sir. Obliterate it. Cool and beans. Now this fucking crowd up here, I don't feel like dealing with, so we're going to cheat and run through the swamp. Normally this would be a terrible idea, but we've got the new good ring, son. It's fully justified. If all they changed in this remaster was putting this sodden ring in a game that lets you run through this swamp, I'd have been like 10 out of 10 masterpiece. There's not enough Italian chefs in the world doing that little kiss with their fingers to their lips to signify how amazing it would be. I don't feel like equipping a catalyst to shoot soul arrows to fight these things. Although I'm not using this buckler, so I might as well. You all talked me into it. Fuck, twist my arm, why don't you? Trying to make me be good at the game. Well, we missed an item up there. And you know I've got to have all the shitty useless items. What's the best way to get to it? Fall from above. How do you get up there? Following that ridge, mayhaps? That's the problem with the Earl of Clothes. He has such wanderlust. He's probably at least met Wander, who, if y'all don't know, is not only the name of the protagonist of Shadow of the Colossus, but it's also the name of the protagonist of Standard Issue Wanderer. That got a tiny little, you know, for Tenfey. So like 200 views equals a tiny little surge of attention right after this remaster came out. Like people, I guess, were just searching for Demon Souls like Wanderer or Wanderer Build. But spoilers, nobody made it. Like the audience retention average is like 2 minutes. They were like, what the fuck is this? The guy didn't say, hey, what's up, and introduce himself, and immediately ask us to subscribe and smash that like button. Well, is this some kind of alien? Does he know how to run a YouTube channel? He can't possibly be good at video games. I better immediately click off the video. Okay, you're the hero of the big giant men. But even the hero of the big giant men. What do they call the greatest hero of the big giant man? They call him Obliterated. Oh, the fart mage is back. Why don't you die in a swamp like that gangster's body in Last Action Hero that they planted the nerve gas bomb in? Last Action Hero is a good movie, boys. You'd have to be some kind of idiot with some kind of idiot movie review channel to not like Last Action Hero. Son, we shot a man in the middle of a swamp to death with magic arrows. I'm telling you, I'm living up to that title of hero. Did all the fart gas dissipate? Let's see. Yeah. Boys, we ain't got voices one time. Proud. That's how I describe how I feel about myself for this brief moment. But hubris comes before the fall. I have such stringent expectations for myself that just being slightly happy that I played a little bit better, I consider the height of hubris, son. I'm a monster. I'm like Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky. You can't hit R2 too quickly when you roll like that, because the Earl, God bless his heart, he must have like a bad hip or something, because he won't turn quick enough. I meant to roll more angularly than I did. I wish you could fucking backstab these things. I went for neck bones and I don't regret it. I took the neck bones less traveled and I'm all the greater for it. So there's where we actually need to go. So over there is what the stairs that lead up to the Moonlight Greatsword. So we've already done all that. Good. That's the advantage of being here earlier and having already died. Is we don't have to worry about that shit. Oh, our second chance is not active because we warped here. Is that correct? Suppose we might need a fresh spice from time to time. Wusa. Umbasa, I say. Boys, do you think YMS's Lion King quote-unquote live action remake review will ever actually come out? I think he's been editing it for like 9 months, son. That's passion. That man feels strongly. I don't know if I feel strongly enough about anything to make such dedicated video. It's one of the many faults of the Tenfey channel. Oh God, they're doing it. Their secret techniques running at you all crazy. Every Souls game has got its own brand of scraggly hollow. And every time, they've always got something where they just run at you all crazy. Like the torch hollows in Dark Souls 1 are the most dangerous fucking enemy in the game, son. Lord Gwyn himself lived in fear of them. That's why he feared the darkness. Because it had them fucking things in it. But you'll notice we have a Moonlight Greatsword this time, and it's emboldened us. Even though it gives us no defensive advantage over the last time we were here. See? See, he did it. Thank God we were healthier and wealthier and wiser, son. Wise brand potato chips. I'm not a big fan of them. They used to be what my family would get because they were cheaper. God, I miss Oh Boise's. Damn, that was a good potato chip. Oh Boise's sour cream and onion potato chips. I realize this because it's like what my mom put in my lunchbox in like kindergarten and first grade. So I have this impossibly high nostalgic standard of them in my brain, having not actually tasted one in like 30 years. But in my mind, son, if I went to the What Dreams May Come, like Robin Williams heaven, there'd be trees that just grew bags of Oh Boise sour cream and onion potato chips. Damn, aren't they good? Potato skins, sour cream and onion are pretty good too. Don't get the regular ones though. Son, they're not powerful enough. I like that you all sit in a big fucking group. It makes it real easy for me to kill all of you. He's casting a fart cloud. Oh no! We were consumed by the fartness. Made whole by the fartness. I feel like I'm writing a Want comic. Okay. I don't want to cure my poison in case they cast another fart cloud. Because if you're already poisoned, it's like if you've been inside a hot box for too long when somebody gave you a Dutch oven and you build up an immunity to it. You're like, your ass no longer holds power over me, son. I've adapted. A lot of more fart discussion in this Tenfey playthrough than usual. I don't know if that denotes the channel becoming more immature or becoming more mature in that we could discuss flatulence in such a candid manner. Or maybe I'm just trying to pander in case Neanners ever watches a Tenfey video. Boys, talk about flatter. Okay, I've got to do something about this shit. Let's just eat one of our good mega elixirs. The chief of Tenfey, god damn, he's just spit. He's still spitting. He walked all the way over here and waited for me to use a consumable before the piece of shit cast his final attack, Fart Cloud. I've gone 140 miles past the Nova Lotus. There we go. Ha and yay verily. Alright, we can actually take the soldering ring off because we are not walking through the swamp anymore. At least we don't plan on. There's no one of them fartomancers down there. But we ain't got nothing to do with them. I'm just taking in the atmosphere. I want those items, but at the same time, who cares? I have all the shit I care about already. Son. Alright, you boys. I don't want any of your sassing and running forward and doing frame perfect counters and nonsense. I don't want you doing anything to get you banned from Evo. Evo, does it even exist anymore? Or is it online? Of course, you can't play fighting games online. Like, they're just terrible. Do I need to remind you what Bob Belcher's impression of online netcode for fighting games is? Spoilers, it's terrible. They're all terrible. Okay, Fartomancer. I'm just going to leave you be. I'm alright. Why don't nobody Fartomance me? Why you gotta give me a fight? Can't you just let me be? Mosquitoes get fucking smoked. This thing's just like a big bug zapper. If we can just make it to the end of this walkway, we can finally kick that board down that creates a shortcut that lets us skip the entire fucking swamp. We're so close. If we fall down there, we've got to run all the way back around. You can just imagine the bitch. And they put that man there just to shove you off. Son, Miyazaki's chosen his hero. Guide me to the wooden plank that I might kick it down. These are the last guardians of the shortcut. Oh no! And Miyazaki's ghost made them powerful. Let's just use magic. I've equipped 100 different items that I didn't want to equip, or whatever. I didn't even realize I didn't have my HP regenerating mace equipped that whole time. I still refuse to both look up what the title of Earl actually means, and also to look up where to farm more faint stone to make my regeneration mace more regenerating. Just like Diet Dr. Pepper tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper. Oh, that thing dropped a faint stone chunk. Well, that's nice. If I go rest at the bonfire, it might respawn. The bonfire, listen to me. Talking like this is a regular Souls game. What I meant to say was if I touch the archstone. Hey, baby. Why don't you come over tonight and you can touch my archstone? I'll let you fight my dragon god. The girl just looks at me and is like, why did you not go to the most obvious boss of all, the Penetrator? And I'm like, oh. I didn't expect her to have read the Dark Souls wiki. Or even more, to have actually played Demon Souls. That's what I meant to say. I guess that just goes to show that I shouldn't have underestimated that lady that I was using my creepy D&D Greg seduction voice on. No, don't do it. Fartomancers be farting. He can project it too. That's the problem. He's trained his fucking asshole for years and years to have the ability to project his farts, son. Instant fart mission, they call it. Boys, both Beavis and Butthead and Ronnie Filial of Womp Comics. This is going to be easily their favorite Tenfey playthrough. And Godspeed to both of them. Or all three, since Beavis and Butthead aren't a singular entity. Beavis and Butthead didn't die and become two intertwined trees. Like in that Greek myth. You did a real good job of not having me come up and cut you to death, buddy. Exemplary work. You're a credit to your people. Everybody just stands around in their fucking lean-tos in this place. I guess that's what you do on a Saturday night. Speaking of Saturday night, I'm recording this the Saturday that I set the first episode of this playthrough to be a premiere on my channel. I'd never done it before. From my understanding of it, it just means it plays for the first time, and anyone who's there on the page, like the little chat that pops up on the side, like when someone's streaming, everybody can chat it up. I didn't actually attend because A, I'm doing this recording session while I can, while I still have PS5 access, and B, I get real bashful and self-conscious if I watch my videos with other people, son. I need that separation of time. It's the only reason I'm able to talk so candidly and open to y'all. Is because technically you're not actually here. But you are in the future, son. You've got to stop Tenfey Black from destroying the future. That's the alternate universe where I went and met Zamase. And I showed him my YouTube channel, and he was so horrified by it. He's like, I must destroy the humans that could produce such YouTube filth. And for some reason, he uses the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with me. It's a really convoluted fucking plan, dude. I'd be like, I would be in Zamase's body, which means if he came to kill me, I'd be like, you know, I'm like orders of magnitude more powerful than my original shitty human body, right? Dumbass. My favorite part of this scenario is it implies I get to hang out with Lord Beerus and Whis. Boys, I'd take Lord Beerus and Whis to Bojangles. The best time the three of us would have. Good lord. Son, antics and actions. The earth could never get destroyed. Son, because every time Beerus is about to do it, I'd just raise one eyebrow and hold up a cheddar bone biscuit. And Beerus would just angrily cross his arms and scowl. We're already poisoned. I contemplated going there and getting the items while we're already poisoned. But, once again, they hold no allure over me. Somebody's angry. And spitting hate. There he is. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. It's like trying to get a little dog to go down the stairs, a little puppy for the first time, boys. Stairs got to be fucking intimidating when you're just a little puppy, son. When you're just a little feller like that. Boys. And all puppies are by default plucky and full of piss and vinegar. It's the explanation for why Scrappy Doo was portrayed the way he was. Well, I see you all just had a real concerted effort to piss me off. And congratulations, you did it. You get to go to Dragling Valhalla to bang the Dragling Valkyries. I don't need that mental image. I shouldn't have said it. Alright, the Dirty Colossus. What do we know about him? He likes to shoot poison bugs. Or they're not poison bugs, but I think they leech your life. And if you get them hung on you, you can run into a torch and it burns you, but also gets the bugs off you. It knocks the bugs out. Now, I know he's weak to fire, but I don't know if the Flame Longsword... Tell you what, let's equip. We're not going to cast any of this shit while we're in there. So let's put the Talisman of God here in case we need to cast Second Chance again, because we fuck up. It's likely to happen. And that's not what I was trying to do at all. How the hell did I end up in that quadrant? That's me if I was a Starfleet captain. Every time the ship came to a stop, I'd be like, where the hell are we? How the hell did we get here? They're like, Captain, you told us to come here. I'm like, have you fucking listened to me? Oh, God. We're fucked. Please tell me we've got some kind of robot on here that could save the day every time. And they're like, if you're referring to Lieutenant Commander Data, he's stationed on the Starship Enterprise. Also, Captain, he's an android, not a robot. It'd be really embarrassing. I'm like, oh, good God. I'd be the worst Starfleet captain, son. I'd be like, how many Cations we got on this crew? Because it's not enough. Okay, we could fast roll with both swords, which means we could try them out. I like the Dirty Colossus because you don't get a fucking unskip. Well, you can skip the cutscenes, but I mean unskippable as far as this place. That did 169, which is 100 more than the nest damage. What about this fucking thing? 150. We could probably swing it more times, though. I'm trying to find an excuse to justify having this Dragon Longsword, in case you're wondering what the hell's going on with all my hemming and hawing. Oh no, we're covered in bugs. In bugs! Cleanse me, fire. That'd be me if I was in John Carpenter's The Thing. I would just jump into a fire and be like, you can't take my body over from on fire, idiot. Remember, alien monstrosities can't get you if you're on fire. Okay, just let the bugs be all over you. There's no use fighting it after a certain point. At a certain point, you've just got to accept that you're bugs. It's a bug's life now. We can heal through the bugs. That's a full rotation of that. Let's try a full rotation of this thing, see if it's more better. I don't know if it entirely is. Oh no, he's gonna fart bugs! Farting Bugsy! You'd almost think this is the easiest fucking boss in the game. Who knows? I was so horrified by this grimace he's making as he, like, is covered in bugs. I think we finally become a fat official, just without the weight. We've become a thin fat official, son. They're the rarest kind. Most people don't anticipate them. Alright, back to our original equipment setup. Bada bing, bada boom, butter beans. And then on this shit right here, we'll swap you with the Plague Lotus. The Widow's Lotus. Get these fucking bugs off of me! There we go. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Fire Jesus. It's my favorite Jesus variant. When they like had to start coming up with different Jesuses so they could have excuse to make more action figures. I like Fire Jesus. Eroded demon souls. I see. If you're wondering, I'm drinking water because it's late in the evening, and also I already drank my one purple Monster Energy for the day during the previous recording session. So I'm still trying to go strong on this one, but just know that I don't have full monster power. It's not like I drank a monster potion from Zombies Ate My Neighbors. We are going to gain some levels. Boom. Has our... Okay, Miracle Memory's down there at the bottom. It hasn't gone up yet. The next boss we fight might be real dicey. So let's just go ahead and eat a soul to get where we can get as close to 0 as possible. In case I fuck up. And then I don't feel as bad. So we need to gain roughly 7,000 souls to gain another level. 7,000 souls. You give 400 each. How many do you give? 2,000. Okay, so use 2 more of these. It was 21 something, wasn't it? Alright, cool. Yeah, boys. And we could take that 400, run up the Patches. Boys, he must get tickled when he sees us coming up here because he knows whatever leftover souls we got, we're about to spend on him. Is it a conflict of interest to buy things from a man who's tried to kill you on multiple occasions? In his defense, he's some kind of sociopath. And he can't help his nature.
Yep, I'm that good.
Patches would make a good Beastar character. And of course he'd have to be a hyena. It's in his name. It's already his fur affinity handle, so why not go with it? Who are we going to fight? Oh, Maiden Estrella and Garl Vinland as their name. We're going to parry Garl Vinland. He doesn't know that yet. We're the only ones that know that, but it's true. So what's going to happen? There's no getting around it. What should we use when we go to fight Garl Vinland? Does anything give us an advantage? There's not that many. Like, there's, you know, several rings in Demon Souls, but you don't really find yourself using, like, a lot of them. Like the Grave Robber's ring. Very situational. Could just go in there to Ring of Avarice, try to get more shit. Yeah, let's do it. That's what shows how arrogant we are. We're not even going to equip a ring that aids us in combat. Technically, the Ring of Avarice aids us in combat in the long term because we can become more powerful with the additional souls we gain, son. That's my mental justification. It's like buying fake currency in an online game to use for microtransactions, son. You've got to do the most mental gymnastics. Alright, I'm not going to go out on a limb and say I'm particularly good at parrying Garl Vinland, but I believe we're hardy enough that he won't one-shot us. So we can at least make an effort. Come on, Blue Point. You could have put the Slatter Light. The Spine Shark. You could have put the Ladder Slide into the game. Okay.
Go forth, Galvin. May you be unharmed.
Boys, Carl Vinland was there wallering in the fucking plague water.
Leave us, Slayer. This is a sacrifice for the lost and wretched. There is nothing here for you to let your Please, leave quietly.
Boys, that lady is trying to give us the most impassioned speech to rationalize with us. But what you don't understand is that I'm the main character of a video game, so everything that exists in this world is by providence my right to own. I didn't even mean to backstab him, but sure. Didn't mean to backstab, but pop off, I guess. The camera went real fucking crazy right now. I wouldn't even call the camera Superman anymore. That's how crazy it went. Even though the guy fell off the cliff, the Earl of Clothes was dedicated to finishing that animation. We didn't really have to kill all those guys, but why not? Alright, Garl Vinland up here white knighting for Milady. I can't blame him though. If my waifu was down there trying to cure everybody's plague and shit and taking on all the evil onto herself, and some pompous jackass with a magic sword came in to kill her, I probably would also feel like, I'm gonna beat dog shit out of that man. Garl Vinland, you're supposed to be standing up here. What the hell are you doing? Blue Point Games. You know they're responsible. Well, literally they are. They made the fucking game, but still. I'm not going to fight you in the plague water. Are you out of your mind? He did some sort of predator explosion. Are you just showing off? This is like in Dragon Ball when they first start just screaming and powering up and shit. I like that he still beseeches you as you're hitting him.
I must insist on upon our hate. You abandoned us long ago. What right do you have? We live humble lives.
Alright, he changed up. He got me. I gotta say, so far he's been fairly easy to parry, even for me. If I could tell you so. I've got this many parries in a row, you know he can't be too difficult. Oh no, don't cast some fucking magic horse shit. Good God. Well, we got a partial parry. Partial parry, steer parry, as they say. Oh yeah, I never second chanced myself again, did I? I keep forgetting. Yeah. Do we have the fragrant? No, we have the That's right. Now, if we desperately need a second chance, I can just shotgun an Age Spice. So they made it where he hangs out around her more in this version, I guess. He doesn't seem to want to follow us upstairs. If we get on the other side of him, where we're closer to her than he is, he's probably going to get real testy. I tried to parry. I just did a real bad job of it. Alright, give me just a moment, sir. To gather myself. Okay. So, this sword's not doing like a super ton of damage to him. Let's try the spear. Maybe he's got like magic resist. Wouldn't doubt it. Silver armor like that? Yep. He's got magic resist. I've seen this before. Oh yeah. I'd say that's a step up. Humbled that man with a spear. let's get less bad at parrying. How about that, Ben? Wouldn't that be real good? 140 years too early. You're still 10,000 light years away from parrying Carl Finley.
Let's try it. I failed.
Damn shame when that happens, Jimmy. We can send his shit back to the thing. Cool. Oh, he had a cool shield. That might have to be our cool. I mean, it is our cool shield, but I mean, maybe we have the stats that we can use it. I feel like it would be uncouth to kill her with any other weapon. Now, like, the dead baby ghosts come out of that water and try to grab you. And also you can catch the plague in that water. So we're still not 100% home free. Really should have put the sod ring on, but I'm not walking that far. Oh no, I've been plagued. Widow's latest chance. Save me. Ooh. Get smoked, bitch. I'm the hero.
You killed him, didn't you? Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as you like. Take your precious demon soul.
Alright, there is items laying around in here. It's a shame not to get them. Let's take, now we can take the Avarice ring on, put the sign ring on. Oh, didn't I learn like a regeneration miracle that could help during this? Oh, that's right, I don't have enough slots to have it equipped along with the other ones. Fucking dead babies pissing me off. Can't go nowhere without running into dead babies. Every time I get on an airplane, there are dead babies there grabbing my feet and making me catch the plague, and I'm like, ugh. Only in coach. Okay, good. Oh, I thought y'all might fuck off. Back to hell where you belong. Where dead plague babies go. Boys, this episode went to, like, juvenile fart humor to, like, dark real quick. We'll never be able to kill all these dead babies, son. Didn't that used to be the thing that people were like, that's the one thing you can't joke about is dead babies? It makes you real edgy. I think back in like the 70s, that's what was considered edgy. What the hell? Didn't I just eat one of these? Why didn't I get HP back? There we go. Okay, if we want these items, we're going to have to fall from like over here. You can't, because that's the sturdiest fucking wood fence of all of history. If Carl Vinland's armor had been made out of that wooden fence, he'd still be alive, because I never would have cut him. Sorry, I got hung on some sink. Oh no! Don't get sport fucked in the corner by dead plague babies. Son, that's just how my father went. That's just how Earl of Clove Sr. went. Pure mercury stone. Oh no, I fell for my own trap. My own advice availed me not. Eat the grass, Cloves. Eat the grass! These things are fucking unpleasant. They spawn faster than I can kill them. Okay, I'll admit I fucked up, but also, that's a bit much to expect somebody to deal with, don't you think? The fact that they rise up faster than I can kill them? Tell you what, we'd have probably done better with this dragon longsword against them fucking... Nothing kills dead babies better than a fire enchanted longsword. I tell you what. 4 months. There's no reason to have kept the length, the slow fucking ladder climbing speed. Like, seriously. All right. My souls are laying over there in that corner. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see. I guess maybe the trick is to get them to spawn, because they just spawn right where you're at, which is horseshit, because the moment you go to roll, they're fucking body blocking you. I'm trying to get a bunch of them to spawn out here so they won't immediately spawn when I go in this corner and I can still get away. There we go. Little shit lords. I really don't need all this junk. Son, every Dark Souls player secretly becomes a hoarder. Try tongue butthole. Excuse me, you can't grab the item from down there. That would require extending your arm slightly. And we all know that's just beyond a Soulsborne character. Alright, get me the hell out of here. Cool. Get our rings back in order. Yep. Cool. This will let us, as we need mana or HP, we can switch between the two weapons. Let's see if I can get me up to the next. Damn. How much do you need to get to the next miracle memory slot? Apparently you gotta have a lot of faith to remember more than 3 miracles. Well, all that's really left is to kill the Penetrator, and then kill Old King Alant, and then go deal with the old one, son. We're just about the end of the game. I guess Old King Doran, we're gonna have to at least give him a shot. Whew, boys. Maybe this Moonlight Greatsword will hurt him real bad. I severely doubt it, but a man can dream. An Earl can dream.
Hello again. I'm keeping it close.
Alright, I believe we were going to see if that shield, what the stats on it were. 16 strength. Good God. I could only wield it if I dual-handed it. Alright, and we're probably not going to be resilient enough to wear Garl Vinland's armor. Dark silver. Let's see what we'd look like wearing it, though. Let's see if it gives us an even more regal vibe. I did it. I do it like I did it every time. Well, we can still fast roll. Less sinister, more bulky. Nah, we'll stick with the gloom. The Earl of Cloves likes to give off an air of gloominess because he thinks it makes the ladies think he's cooler.
You have a heart of gold.
All right. Nope, before I do anything else, I just realized I could also upgrade my gear. We turned the tunnel world pure black, which means somewhere there's one of those. Let's make sure it's still pure black. When I killed Phantom Skirvered Wanderer, it probably changed back. Because for each world that we could turn pure black, we can get another primeval demon to spawn, and we can get another colorless demon soul, which means we can upgrade our Moonlight Greatsword again. Also, I forgot that we made Shrine of Storms pure white, so we got to go there and deal with the. I mean, we don't have to, but for content's sake, go over there and deal with the magic sword Makoto. I'm gonna have to look up where the primeval demons spawn. I don't know it off the top of my head, y'all. That cut me just a moment slack. All right. I've attained knowledge from the internet. It's time for everyone's favorite part of this playthrough, when I repeatedly throw myself off a cliff in human form to try to turn the world to pure black tendency again. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have gone and fought the damn thing. Of course, getting from it to where Skirveer the Wanderer would have been a huge pain in the ass, so I probably couldn't have realistically. In fact, I don't think you can. No, you can get back up when you fall down that pit because those tunnels with the lava bugbears and shit. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna have to equip the ephemeral eyes stones on here while we're doing this shit. I say we kill ourselves twice in case we're James Bond, who only lives that number of times, and then we will reload the area and see what kind of progress we've made. It's getting dark, but it's not pure black. It's like when it's real late at night and the sun's almost set, but it hasn't quite set. There's still enough time to go outside and do something before the grooves get you. Alright, good. We're pure black. Now we'll turn human, just for fun. I don't know if I have enough Stones of Ephemeral Eyes to keep this up in the other worlds. I'm trying to remember where else you can get Colorless Demon Souls. If you do Miastopheles, I just realized I left my Bloodstain, which had 6,000 souls on it. Which is enough to justify running back here. I'll take that. So the Primeval Demon should be... Yep, we could see him from here. He's just down there being fucking unpleasant. I mean, it's less unpleasant than the one in Latria, because it's there in like broad daylight in a well-lit area. But it's still unpleasant. I still wouldn't want to come across that thing. Put it that way. Don't know if I'm brave enough to do the elevator skip here, because there's not that wall there to stop me from rolling off. So we'll do the mature adult thing and awkwardly stand and stare straight ahead on the elevator. If Love in an Elevator had started playing, it might have alleviated just a bit of this tension, but what can you do? Remember Elevator Action Returns? That's a good arcade game. I've only ever played it via emulation, but it was still fun. Hey, buddy. You're just real fucking pretty down here, aren't you? And there you go. No, I missed the last elevator. Again. So this will get it to, what, +3? Yeah, I don't feel like turning 2 more worlds pure black to get 2 more of those things. So, for the time being, we'll just have to be happy with having a +3 Moonlight Greatsword. Well, then again, I could do some more internet research. Maybe take another gander at the wiki. As long as I edit it out for y'all, then it doesn't bother me. As long as I'm not wasting y'all's time. So...